What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Chloe Bailey. The scene that she had with Damson and Idris is going viral. I saw something on it earlier this morning, and I was like, yeah, I'd be shocked if this thing doesn't go viral. And then I look on Twitter, and it has gone viral. Okay, they had recently had the premiere of this show that is going to be on Amazon. At first, I thought it was going to be a movie, but now it's going to be a series. So I guess, this is what Damson is doing after Snowfall, because Snowfall is ending. But I don't know how long this show is going to be on. But the scene in that movie, that show, got a lot of buzz, man. And it has to do with Chloe doing this particular sex scene with Damson. I've seen it. I have reviewed it. And I just want to say this. I know a lot of people have their opinions on it. I want to give mine. I just want to say this. It's very clear to me, because if you look back, because actually Chloe has spoke about this scene, and she spoke about how scared she was to do this scene. And I'm saying to myself, if you're a young artist, or you're just now really getting into doing movies or television, and you're somebody who's considered to be a future star, because you got all these people who are saying that she's the next one up, right? She gets a lot of promotion in the media, but then she does this. And again, I'm not here to tell her not to do these scenes. She could do as many of these scenes as she want. She could do as many of these as she want, but she has to understand that once you do something like this, there's no going back, right? Because people look at her image and what it was when she was in a group with her sister, but it's very clear to me her and her sister, especially her, want to break away from that, and the people around her want her to break away from that. And the fact that she says that she was scared, as far as doing the scene, lets me know that she had no politicking power whatsoever. Because I've seen scenes that have been graphic, like the scene kind of was similar a little bit to a Monsters Ball, when people actually thought that the Monsters Ball, people thought the scene that Halle Berry did with Billy Bob Thornton was real. And there are people who are going to look at that scene between Chloe and Damson and say that's hella realistic. But basically, according, I believe, to her, it wasn't as realistic as they thought. It's the movie magic or show magic, right? But nonetheless, this changes a lot. She's going into a direction where, and she's been going that direction for quite some time, that she's an adult. Not to say she wasn't before, but that her image isn't more of an adult image. And this is the direction that she wants to move in, which is fine. But when you're considered to be a future star, and I think that's why people are looking at this sideways, is because they're saying, you're considered to be next up. You're considered to be that next sort of in the lane of Beyonce, and that's just not the case with you going this direction, because Beyonce would never. Even Rihanna, I don't think, has done scenes like that. If she has, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but has Rihanna never done scenes like that? Like, I haven't really seen too many female artists who's going this far, right? And again, I saw people trying to post, graphic scenes on Twitter. Look at this. This is nothing new. Of course, it's nothing new. We see these graphic scenes all the time. But the point that people are missing is that the women who are in those scenes are nobodies on the Hollywood scale. They don't have the following that a Chloe Bailey has. They don't have the media protection that Chloe Bailey has. And people are looking at this like, you didn't have to do all that. You could have politicked your way into not doing as graphic as a scene that is. Or you could have used a double. That's what people are saying. I think people are really missing that point. Again, I don't really care. I mean, I'm indifferent, because that's her career. That's the direction she's going in. She's a grown woman. She could do what she wants to. Just like people didn't like the fact that that Erykah Badu's daughter, who's 18, posted that thirst trap pic of her assets. And I say, listen, y'all may not like it, but she's an adult. She's legally an adult, and she can post photos like that. She probably was posting photos like that before she was 18. That's just what's going to go on out here. Now, one of the weird things about this particular film is that Janine Neighbors, that's her on the right, she is the one who's helping to put this together. The female who is the lead is in the middle. They kind of similarly look like each other. That was very interesting, man. She went and got a female character that kind of resembled her. You know? So let's get into this article. Say, remember the season 1 finale of Insecure when Lawrence and Tasha ramifying performance sent Black Twitter into a frenzy? For those interested in watching Donald Glover's new series Swarm, there's one surprising scene starring Chloe Bailey and Damson Idris set to have a similar reaction. When filming her first adult scene, the Praise This star said, told Deadline, I first read the script, I was like, oh, this is insane, this is incredible, and I cried. Then I realized you gotta do that scene, girl. Well, I mean, do you? You know, again, I've seen to where, you know, these other women, they politic their way out of certain things, but okay. The 24-year-old was admittedly afraid despite her online persona as a sultry siren. As open and liberal as I am of my body, I was very scared because I haven't had that many partners. Bailey explained, I'm not like that, physical and open. But your image says different, Chloe. The image that you portray is what people are going to perceive. You know, you can't want to be wholesome one minute and thirst trapping and twerking the next, right? Damson made it really comfortable. You know, there were limited people on set. It was a closed set because, you know, Idris, Damson is he's a professional, right? So of course he's going to be able to know what's going on because he's a professional. You know, professionals, you know, trained actors, they're gonna know how to navigate these scenes. These British actors know how to navigate these particular scenes. All right. The Grownish alum added that the Snowfall star kept her laughing in between takes. We literally have a bouncy ball in between us, and you know we were making a joke about it, so it took all the nervousness away from that. I have to give a lot of kudos to him as a man for making her, as a woman, feel comfortable, literally being raw and nude, she continued. Bailey and Idris star alongside Dominique Fishback in a new thrilling series that goes to a sunken place almost immediately. The trailer below alludes to the show being about the Bayhive, to which series co-creator and showrunner Janine Neighbors revealed to Vibe exclusively. I think it's safe to say this is not a work of fiction. It's based on real events and real people. So that's 100% correct. I think in terms of similarities in which you see, that's your own perspective. That's the subjective to you, to your experience. So if you're projecting a particular person or entity or icon onto anything with this show, then this is purposeful. So they're basically mocking the Bayhive, the Rihanna Navy, the Barbs. They're making fun of you. Okay, ladies, this is a movie, a show that's going to be mocking your fandom. That's what this is about. And, you know, and the funny thing is the person that's creating it, you know, the woman that's starring in it and her have a very similar look to each other, which is, again, it is what it is, right? But let me just say this too about Chloe. Again, you know, this is her life. You know, she can make the choices that she wants to make. I'm not going to sit here and judge her because that, you know, again, that's the direction she chose to go in. This is her career, but you know, this has the opportunity to help her career, or it can hurt it, because you're getting screwed by a dude that's looking in the eyes of another woman. Like, she's literally getting doggy styled while this dude is staring at another chick and smirking, which is her friend, right? It wasn't just people trying to make it seem like it was just a scene. That's it. But there's imagery and everything. Hollywood doesn't do anything and not have a purpose. You know, there's a purpose why Chloe is put in this particular position. All right. It's all about putting out the fact that we have this former clean cut female on camera screwing, and the dude that she's screwing is staring in the eyes of another woman, right? Sort of devaluing the woman that he's already screwing. Like, how many scenes have y'all seen like that? So people can post as many clips as they want, but how many scenes have y'all seen in shows or movies where a guy is having relations with a woman and another woman is watching him, and the dude is staring at her and smirking, staring at another chick and smirking? How many scenes have y'all seen like that? So people are posting all these clips. You're posting scenes where people are screwing. They're focused on one another. You know, Damson's character is screwing Chloe Bailey and looking at another woman. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to say, well, you know, there's nothing wrong there. What do you mean? Let's see. Let's get to this article here. Have y'all seen this? Chloe Bailey clears up viral video of fans throwing objects at her on stage. Chloe Bailey has offered some clarity regarding the viral video of fans throwing objects at her while on stage at the New Balance Nationals exclusive concert. After a clip the Shade Room posted on Instagram Sunday began making its rounds online, the Parkwood singer hopped in the comment section and revealed that the situation was actually a misunderstanding. Chloe said that the options people were throwing on stage, in fact, wristbands, and she was confident that her fans didn't do it to be mean. Wait a minute, people throwing things at Chloe Bailey while she was performing. Sis was definitely dodging them, though, the Shade Room wrote in the post. Chloe then responded, LOL, the kids were trying to give me their light ups, wristbands. They weren't throwing things at me to be mean. It was a great show, not negative. I guess so. Again, you know, something I haven't seen before, where an artist will ask fans or have fans throw wristbands on the stage or at her. I haven't seen that before. I mean, just more firsts. But again, you know, this is Chloe's career. She can do whatever it is she want to do. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, man. Let me know your thoughts, man. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out the other videos on the channel. And I'll see you on the next video, which will be sometime after this one.